GM, March 9th, 2025. Let's take a look at the crypto market today. See what Bitcoin and the other majors are doing. Bearish. That's it. Goodbye. Going to zero. Nah. Let's see what's really going on. For Bitcoin here on the daily time frame, our ribbon is bullish. Looks like it's going to be flipping to neutral very, very soon here. Our bands are bearish and our market structure is also bearish. Depending on where the day closes, it may actually verify that level as bearish and continue our downtrend of lower highs and lower lows, held down by our descending trend line and still below our range that we were in for several months after Trump got elected. Yeah, so in the daily time frame, we're looking kind of bearish. This is the weekend. Weekend moves tend to be less reliable. Going down into the 4 hour, see what we see. Bearish market structure, bearish bands, bearish ribbon. On all fronts, we are, let's see here. That is bearish interim. The bullish structure on the 4 hour is still there, but we are still chopping through the bands back and forth. We do have some levels that need to break in here. I think if we can get a close here below the 81 on the 4 hour, we're in for some more pain. Again, right now, weekend moves tend to be less reliable. It's also, you can tell, as you can see down here, volume dries up on the weekends, volume dries up on the weekends, volume dries up on the weekends. It's no different than now. Volume dried up on the weekend. Yesterday was a very nothing day. Very, very, very low volatility yesterday. Right now, it's a wait and see if this area can hold in here and see if this move on the weekend is unreliable the way they tend to be. Maybe it is the beginning of us rolling over, which is a possibility, coming back down towards the lows. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is in a daily downtrend. The market structure is bearish. The ribbon is bearish. The bands are bearish. Hanging out right down at the lows here of this big range. 2140, 2800, important levels. So we're at the bottom, held down, descending trend line. This is quite a fast unwind, really, in the grand scheme of things, of all of this here. Just like this was a fast run up, that's a fast run down. There really hasn't been a long period of chop like that. That tends to come before a big move. 4 hour. Again, bands chopping back and forth. Signals of consolidation. And on the 4 hour, this level here has to continue to hold. So far, that's where we are. Our structure is bullish after yesterday. Ethereum actually had a more volatile day yesterday than Bitcoin did. But the ribbon is also bearish. Not really looking too hot for Ethereum. Have a sharper trend line coming down here. First sign of some life in Ethereum is reclaiming this trend line and breaking structure right there. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Yesterday we did have an up day, but the structure, ribbon, and bands are all bearish. Not much to see here. Ethereum is garbage. Solana is also in a downtrend with the ribbon is neutral The bands are bearish. The market structure is bearish, and we are holding out down near the lows once again. If the market is going to hold, this is the place where it has to hold. Starting to lose these levels can lead to a nice unwind. We're below our multiple trend line resistance that has acted for both as both support and resistance in the past. So those are important until they're not. Same deal as the market. We're in a coming up to a really important area. Can we hold where we are? Solana versus Bitcoin. Bearish bands, bearish ribbon, bullish market structure here because of the big run we had off the bottom. But we're approaching these lows down here, which really is the line in the sand, but Solana is not outperforming Bitcoin and hasn't for a while. For more than a year, it's been overall sideways, and we're losing that sideways range. So Bitcoin is the king. This is the Bitcoin show. And the overall analysis on that is, can we find support here to form a higher low to continue to come up? If we can't, down we go. Next line in the sand here, down in the 70K range, right in here. Now, if you look at the weekly, I'll do a weekly outlook tomorrow after the candle closes. But got the weekly 50 period moving average, which has acted as support for this entire bull run. So a loss of that, and quite possibly the bull market is over. GM,